every year public buyers at the worldwide scale spend about 16% of their GDP on public procurement. In the European Union it's slightly less, it's 14%, but translating into euros, we're talking about 2.5 billion euros. I mean, it's a huge number. There are a lot of zeros. I cannot really capture it in my mind, but it's 2,500 billion euros spent every year by public authorities purchasing goods and services in order to secure their functioning. Now, as you know, there are thousands of regional authorities, national authorities, public institutions like hospitals or schools, or international organizations, World Bank, EU agencies, you name it, that maybe, and in most cases, seem to be very far from your core business, from what you're doing. But if you think about it, each of these institutions, they need to function. They need to have furniture. They need to have toilet papers in bathrooms. They need to have softwares, and they need to have transport, logistics, and this creates business opportunities for suppliers, for SMEs like us, like us in the room. So there is this big envelope every year waiting to be spent on purchasing. Okay. Now, when we just look at EU, because we have statistics there, in 25% of cases, when there is a call for tender published, they receive only one application. 25% of cases. This comes from 2016, the latest number we found. The average number of proposals received per one tender is 2 to 4 offers. So statistically speaking, it's 25 to 75% of success rate. Not bad. In 2016, and the number is more or less the same every year, about 10,000 tenders are cancelled. And guess why? Because no single offer is received. So they have to republish it again. And when you look at the supply side, just in Europe we have about 20 million SMEs. European Enterprise Networks knows the best, but I think if we can agree on 20 million plus SMEs just in Europe. Backbone of EU economy, responsible for 95% of GDP. So we looked at it in Tenderio, and obviously there is a discrepancy. On one hand, you have this big amount of money that is waiting to be spent, that is waiting to be spent for purchasing goods and services from SMEs, which are standing on the other side of the equation, and their core business, their default activities is to make profit and to sell their services and products. And only in 1.26% of cases, actually, SME located in country A participates, not wins, participates in tenders published in country B within EU. Okay. So these are the introductory numbers that I would like to set as a scene.